Good. Are we live? Have I got signal? This is a test. Let's have a look. I think we are nearly live. Are we live? Let's have a look. This is weird. I'm checking on my other device whether it's actually live or not. Give me a hello if you are coming in. If you are live. That would, if I'm live, I should say. Do let me know. I think we are now live, yes. So, there's nothing like sound of waves to do some reflection on this, and I want to bring it up because I've done some reflection on this, and I think it comes up at the start of every one-to-one on the start of our 28-day kickstart. Give me a hello if you're coming in, which is, I feel happy when. So often we'll say things like, yeah, I'll be happy when I lose 2 stone, happy when I lose 3 stone, happy when I'm fitter. Morning, Linda. Happy when I'm healthier, happy when my blood pressure's lower, happy when I'm... And all these are great things, and they're good to look at in the future. However, that's a really good start, although that's a good starting point to get the juices flowing, get that creative side of the brain. We'll actually never be happy unless we get obsessed with actually what we have done rather than what we haven't done. And this is where the focus has to shift after setting this goal, because we can become very easily... Morning, Debbie. Morning. Oh, we are I found the new spot. We are back live. So where was I? Happiness. That was where I was. It's a really, really tricky one to pinpoint, put your finger on, because... Morning, Tanya. Often we get so focused on what we haven't done, almost become obsessed with what we haven't done, which then makes us exhausted because we're comparing ourselves to this ideal, okay? So we either compare ourselves to an ideal, which is fine to have, so the ideal, you might not have even defined it, but it's that elusive, perfect day that we don't even know what is, so we're already comparing ourselves to something that doesn't exist. Then we're also comparing ourselves to maybe someone else's ideal, maybe someone you see on Facebook, Instagram, what someone else is doing. And what you need to do is kind of flip this. And I do it myself too. I can look at what I haven't done and feel like, you know what, I've not done that much. When you get into that zone, you automatically lower your... Right, this is the position now. I'm standing at a higher point. I think I've found signal and a better view. Look at that. Morning, Sue. We start to compare ourselves to other people or things that we just focus on what we haven't done compared to what we have done. So my quick tip for you today, if you're struggling and feel like you're not doing as well as you should be, which then makes you exhausted, which then makes you feel like you want to give up. Morning, Michelle. Try this instead. Look back. I'm going to finish this one before I lose signal again. Look back and ask the question, are you better than you were at the start of the year? Are you better than you were last month? Are you better than you were last week? Are you better than you were yesterday? Then, if not, that's fine. And either way, that's fine. Then, at the end of each day, write down 3 wins, no matter how small, so you can look backwards from the day. It could be the day before too. No matter how small, it could be that, and this is where you've got to start big with your goal, okay? So it might be that you're trying to snack less. So you might say, right, I want to comfort eat. I want to comfort eat fewer times than last week. So last week, I ate when I wasn't hungry. I comfort ate 4 times. I ate on the nighttime 4 times. So this week, I'm going to aim for 3. Can you see how that's still progress? And now, you've gone from, actually, before what was happening is you were going, I'm nighttime eating, that's rubbish, it's not perfect, it's not this ideal. Now you've gone, actually, it's 1 less than last week. That is now progress. That can change the way you think. The way we think about our thinking is really, really important here, because that is the difference between someone saying, you know what, I've just messed up, might as well start again Monday, and someone going, actually, I'm making progress. Can you see that? Same situation, one's progress, one's failure. One's progress, one's failure. Failure can lead us onto that slippery slope. So you've got to become almost obsessed with the progress and looking backwards rather than looking forward. 3 wins a day, 21 wins a week, quick maths, 84 wins a month. That's not bad. Because like I said, it's too easy to focus on what you haven't, and it's almost comforting to focus on what you haven't done, because sometimes, weirdly, that gives us permission to self-sabotage and company, and sometimes that brings the inner voice in us that gives us comfort, because we're like, you know what, I haven't done all that, I might as well just have the cake. And that's kind of quite comforting. Morning cake, comforting for that voice that in our head that kind of allows us to do that. So don't get obsessed with what isn't working. Look at it, but focus on looking back. Because remember, this is you versus you. Don't compare yourself to others all the time. Don't compare yourself to this ideal, because you'll always be stuck. Hope that helps. Before I lose signal again, I'll end it there. I'm off to record some workouts, probably in my wetsuit at this rate, just in case signal lets me down. Morning, Bindu.